Well, good morning, my friends. Whatever time it is there for you, good that. So here's a funny thing. I haven't done a video like this in a long time, a walkie-talkie, kind of like, hey, this is what's happening video. So funny thing, I had just done a bunch of walking and talking on this trip already, and I had the GoPro on photo mode. So basically, I didn't record any of it. So pretend like you just saw a bunch of other information, and now we're just gonna start from here. So, all right, so what's happening? Well, I'll tell you, I'm standing right next to the Roosevelt, which is right behind me at Hollywood Boulevard. And I live here in Hollywood, and my purpose for this walk is to kind of go check out where the Sunset Fire was and see how close that was to me, which is about 1.5 miles from where I live. So it was pretty freaking scary. And so we're gonna go see the Runyon Canyon entrance and see if it's open. And if it's not, then I have another place we can go check out, see if I can get a view of what was going on there. But yeah, I have my coffee. Thank you for being with me on this video vlog situation. I forget all the words that I'm supposed to use, but I'm glad you're here. So let's go check it out. First, I'll show you where we are. So we are right at Sunset. No, we're right at Hollywood. So this is Orange, and this is Hollywood Boulevard. There's Madame Tussauds across the street. You got the Strip right here. This is where the Strip is, all Hollywood Walk of Fame. That is the Mann's Chinese Theater, where all the handprints are, right across the street. So just to give you a bearing of where we are, and right up this street, this is Orange, north of Hollywood, and right on the top of that hill is the Magic Castle. So that is where we are. So this is not about a Hollywood walking tour. We're actually gonna definitely go to Runyon Canyon. I just wanted to kind of give you a bearing of how close how close it was to the Strip, to Hollywood Boulevard. And so anyway, so what have I been up to? Well, I'll tell you, since I haven't been doing these, I've been making a lot of documentaries with the hopes of funding Preacher 6, which is our film. So, and what I have come to realize is that is taking way longer than I thought it was going to. And if you want to see any of them, they're on Fossum. So Fossum is like Tubi. So all you got to do is just go to Fossum, the streaming app, wherever you would get that from, and just look up my name, Kyle Hester, and you'll see all the documentaries and whatnot that come up there. So cool stuff. The vampires, haunted New Orleans, Tent City Hollywood, like all kinds of stuff is there. Anyway, so you can support Preacher 6 by watching that, and then, you know, I think I get like 15 cents a view, you know, if you watch the whole thing, I'll get like 15 cents. So it all adds up, and I appreciate it. So right now, we're gonna go see the Sunset Fire, where that was, right over on Runyon Canyon. So we are coming up to Hollywood and Sycamore. I think we're gonna go north. I just want to get you a bearing of like where the actual fire is or was. So it's Hollywood Boulevard. We're gonna wait. Let's cross the street. So it's the Sycamore. I used to live up there on Sycamore. So, okay, yeah, what we'll do, we'll just go up La Brea. So La Brea is going to be the next street down here. Back to what I was talking about before, which is the reason for doing all these documentaries, is to raise funds for Preacher 6. So that's going to take forever. So pivoting, and we're going to be launching a GoFundMe, and then basically just kind of get back to working on mostly Preacher 6, some documentaries, or turning out to be a marathon, not a sprint kind of thing. So it's time to start the sprint on Preacher 6 and get that done. So yeah, there's only one of me and one of my team, and we can only do so much. So we're just, you know, spinning plates here. Spinning plates, my friends. It's all good. All right, so we are crossing La Brea right now. And I think what we're gonna do, we're just gonna keep walking here on Hollywood, and then we'll go north on Hollywood, which is that way, probably on Poinsettia or something like that. So, which is actually that next light, I believe. So yeah, so the next light, we're gonna go and go north. So here we are, to give you a bearing of where we are. Motel Hollywood La Brea. Use other entrance. Cool. Yeah, this is Hollywood on a beautiful, clear sky day. We'll take it. We will take it. Yeah, I get basically kind of like all of Los Angeles and surrounding areas, like everybody's just being kind of super panicked about, you know, all the fires and whatnot. So yeah, it's just good to get outside and get a walk, you know. So as we are walking to where the fire is, so yeah, or was, there's no fire there. I would not walk to a fire. So just so you know. Okay, so where are we? We are at Hollywood and Formosa. So if you were at Formosa and Santa Monica, the very famous Formosa Cafe is there, where all the movie stars go or went. So cool. All right, so oh yeah, so this next light is gonna be Fuller. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up to Fuller, and as soon as we get there, we'll be in about 1 second. All right, so we are at Fuller, and we are crossing Fuller on Hollywood Boulevard. So we're just gonna go basically directly up this hill and see what we see. So yeah, if I'm not mistaken, Fuller is the street that the entrance to Runyon Canyon is. So we'll be there. This is a super steep street, just in case you're wondering. So that's why so many people come here and go to Runyon Canyon, is to show and prove to themselves how out of shape they are. So because that's the goal. I must find out how out of shape I am. So let's go to Runyon Canyon. Fantastic. All right, so where we are, we're walking up Fuller. It's just basically apartment buildings. A lot of people live up here. So there was a lot of people freaking out for good reason. So yeah, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, we're probably not close enough for you to see anything on the GoPro, but we're coming up. We're almost there to the entrance. All right, so it's looking like there's no way to get in, at least from this side. This is where I would normally come in. Good morning. So this is where all the fire department was. So yeah, can't get in there right now. I'll just ask this guy for a second. Okay, so I just talked to the fireman, and it may be open here tomorrow, but it's, if you can see, like that palm tree right there in the middle of the screen, basically that caught fire, and the top of the hill they were looking at also caught fire and went over to the Wattles side of things. So I'm going to take a walk to the Wattles Mansion, which is where I've done a lot of videos as well. So that's just a few blocks from here. But yeah, you can see that fence in the background, where basically the palm trees had dropped down onto the fence, and the fence caught fire there. But yeah, but they made quick work of getting this out when they did. So we're gonna go ahead and go over to the Wattles side of things, Wattles Mansion. The mansion didn't catch fire or anything, but we're gonna go see if we can see anything over there. Oh, and I know some people like to Google exactly where I am. So this is the corner of Hillside Avenue, which is 7200 West Hillside, and Fuller 1800 North. So this is the corner of that, which is right by the Runyon entrance, which is where we just were. And so turning around, and so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go to this street, which we'll find out what that's called in a second, and then we'll make a west, which is going to be a right. So wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny if people started like talking in directions instead of left and right? So you make a west on such and such, and then you make a north, and then you go from there, and you got to make an east to get around this little dog leg, and you got to go, then you're going to make a south to get to the driveway, but don't go east on that street, because you know, then you end up in the swamp or something like that. What is that? The giant, what is that, Pikachu? That's funny. All right, so the street that shall be named now is Franklin. So we're gonna make a west on Franklin, because right now we're doing south. So making a west, which to you is gonna be right. So just like this. So cool. Yeah, there's lots of really cute apartment buildings up here. Super cool, pretty, like the beginning of the hills. It's just a really nice little neighborhood. All right, so basically walking on Franklin, this side street here is Camino Palmero. So if you walk on Franklin is going to take you directly, it's going to end at the Wattles Mansion. So you go through a gate there if the gate's open. If the gate is not open, then we'll have to walk around, but that's all right. We know how to walk around. All right, so we're crossing right now. This is Franklin and Vista, 1700 North Vista. It's a good thing I brought 2 batteries today. I was like, can I do it on 1 battery? And then I thought, you know, I'll just throw the other battery in my pocket just in case this ends up being a 2 battery video, which it might be. I love tiles like that. All right, this is Gardner, Franklin and Gardner. We are getting closer to the entrance of Wattles. The nice sounds of the lawnmower can be kind of comforting. It's like, reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to mow lawns, you know, for money. That's how I bought my first water ski. Come to think of it, my only water ski, mowing yards. Okay, so this is the Wattles Mansion, and as you can see, it says right there, temporarily closed until further notice. So, okay, but as I have said before, I know how to do things. So we're gonna walk around to this next street and go. So we're doing a lot of we're doing a lot of walking right now is what's happening. But that's fine, that's fine. I knew what I was getting into. I knew what I signed up for. So, okay, we're gonna walk down to Hollywood Boulevard, and we're gonna make a west, and then we're gonna make a north. I'm gonna get you to start doing this. Everyone just start doing this. Can confuse people, because that way people will actually have to know. They'll have to get a compass, because a lot of people probably won't even know. What is this? Are we facing north? Is that south? You know, I bet you a lot of people don't know what direction their house faces or their streets face, because it can be confusing at times, especially in like weird cities where like the grid or the streets go like this, you know, so they're not like, you know, north and south facing. They're just like kind of like that. It's like, well, I'm not really sure. It's kind of like a coastline. Feels like it should be south, but it's actually west, and I don't know. This is what you call a tangent. It's a tangent. All right, so the street that we're on is Sierra Bonita. So we're going south on Sierra Bonita, and we are coming up to Hollywood Boulevard, and we are going to make a right, a west on Hollywood Boulevard. And then we'll go up the next street, which is also super steep. So you ask yourself, Kyle, did you get your steps in today? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. All right, so Hollywood Boulevard, walking up to Curson, and we are gonna make a north on Curson. There is no outlet, in case you're wondering, but that doesn't matter to us, does it? No, it does not. All right, so this right here that we just is a big giant garden. It's like where you can like rent spaces and plant whatever you want. There's all kinds of cool stuff in there. I would show you the entrance, but it's closed until further notice because of that sign. Sign says it, so that means it's got to be true, or they'll give you a ticket if you want to see if the sign's not telling the truth. So just believe the sign, because city people put it there, and they're connected to police people, and they give tickets. So that's how that works. But you can see, if you want to see what this is, it's Wattles Farm. So wattlesfarm.com, certified wildlife habitat. Look at that. All kinds of cool stuff in there. People like set up little benches and stuff, and you can have like your own Zen garden, you know, do whatever you want. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're keeping walking. So Wattles Mansion is definitely closed from this side. Now, I did a video about Wattles Mansion, and I think I'm gonna pin that, or whatever you call it, you know, do the little like at the end of this video, Wattles Mansion link or whatever. So yeah, haunted. Okay, so I know that you can't really see from here, so I'm gonna try to go up a little farther. But yeah, right up beyond these trees, which you cannot see through, some burned ridges. And look at that big giant hawk. Wow, cool. The hawks and the crows. It's kind of like the sharks and the jets. All right, so this is the Wattles Garden Park, and you can see right at the top of that hill, it's totally burned. So that is where, that's where that fire was, which is like right near all these houses. So you can see, look at it, look at this, all these houses. And right down there is Hollywood and Hollywood Boulevard. So the fire was right here. So let's see if we can walk up the street a little more and see if we can get a little closer just on this, on the streets. Wish us luck. Yeah, so basically as I'm inside, there's more fire department people inside here. It's closed off, but yeah, so as I was inside watching this on television, it's like, and they were making the evacuation lines closer and closer. It's like, that's, so many people have lost everything, but it's like we were, okay, what do you bring, you know? So we were like making a list of like, what can we throw in the SUV, you know? So it was like, computer hard drives, you know, all film stuff, like our life, you know, your documents, you know, any treasured artwork from your family, you know, that kind of thing, like making that list. And whew, I think maybe I'm better today, but I tell you what, that's real. That is real. So okay, so we're walking up, but yeah, just look at this. Look at these beautiful houses. Yeah, I mean, from the time I saw it start to the time that there was water dropping helicopters was not that long. So they definitely had a plan for what they were going to do if something like that happened here. So, but yeah, beautiful neighborhood. This is super steep, in case you're wondering. But yeah, so we're at 1930 Curson. I think we're still in Curson. Let's see. But yeah, so basically the Hollywood Hills goes for a long way. It's like a mountain ridge. So anything above Franklin for miles is like these amazing houses. So you have to have an amazing bank account to have an amazing house like this, but people do. So I don't know if there's another street that goes right up here, but right now you're just enjoying the view with me. Thanks for hanging out. If you're here this far, it's because you like seeing cool neighborhoods and you didn't come here just for the fire. But yeah, look at this. That's just so cool. So this is like, there's your garage, and that's 1, and that's 2. So basically what? That's gonna be like a 3-story. Nice. It's got the shutters, the shuttered windows. Those are just for looks. Whew. Yeah, hey, just want to give a shout out to my father-in-law. I know you watch these videos, so big shout out. No names, man, no names. Big shout out, love you, bro. So yeah, it's gorgeous. Maybe one day my documentary about vampires will make millions of dollars. It's funny because documentaries really don't make anything, so it's more of like a numbers game, which was the plan. But hey, if you want to support getting the film done, link will be in the description of the ways you can do it. So, and everything helps. You know, join this channel, join the Patreon, chip in some money to the GoFundMe. That would be super cool. It all helps. So, okay. How far have I walked? It's been a minute. Okay, so this is another one. This one's actually for sale, if you wanted to check this one out. But this is 2030 Curson. And this will be, let's count together. 1, that's the garage. 2, 3, 4. See how that works? That's how math works. That's how 4 works, people. So you stop at 4 when you're at the end of the floors, because you'd be counting nothing if you went above that. Oh, look at this. So my battery is at 3%.
Now, you wouldn't know that unless I told you, which I just did. It's at 3%. So the very next scene that you're going to see is going to be with a new battery. Tell me if you tell the difference. That's a joke. All right, so you see how much better this picture is now with a new battery? No, you can't tell the difference? Okay. We are at Curson. That's what we've been walking on. And I believe that this is Wattles. So we're going to go just to right here. See if we can see anything. Definitely says, okay, see that guy up there? He's like getting brush off the hillside. So it says caution. I don't know what that means. Caution means caution, or if caution means you can't go there. I'm gonna say caution means caution. Okay, so I'm on basically the trail in the canyon above Curson or Wattles. So just kind of over on the other side of this little ridge is where that fire is or was. So you can tell by just the nature of nature, you know, you can see all the trees here. And so if you see all the talking points about raking trees and all that kind of stuff, you would call those people idiots. Yeah, that's the word. So check this out. Some big old cactuses. You know what's funny is out of all the hikes that I've done, I have never been here. Look at that. It's like, that's some cool stuff right there. It's like never-ending story, like Dinosaur Land. Expect to see like a big flying white dog come right over that hill right there. So okay, yeah, so when it rains, you can see like this is basically the valley of this little canyon runoff. It gets pretty swift. It hasn't rained here in a long time, which is why everything is so dangerous, you know, with the fire season. But yeah, so see those houses up there? Those big giant, you know, multi-bazillion dollar houses. Yeah, that's cool stuff. Hey, my friend, so I'm gonna not go any farther up here because I don't know where it goes, and it could be like miles of going that direction, which is away from the Wattles. But anyway, it's eventually gonna open. So Wattles is going to open, and so is Runyon Canyon, and you can guarantee that I will be back to do that. So thank you all for joining me on this. And yeah, everything helps, including sharing this video. That helps too. So, you know, and hey, just on a person note, you know, just be positive, do good things. And yeah, we're all in this together, you know, whether some people want to believe that or not. It's true. So yeah, click like, join the channel, do the things, subscribe, all that stuff. Join the Patreon, go to Fossum, watch everything, you know, just put things on play in the background on Fossum. That'd be cool too. You don't even have to watch, just like put it on, you know. You can be like, you can have like something on Fossum while you're doing the dishes, you know. Just look up Kyle Hester on Fossum. All cool stuff is gonna come up. I make mead, so I got like a little mead channel. It's all funny too. So except the documentaries. Documentaries are just whatever they are, you know. But like my mead channel, and then my backyard bow adventures, which is also on there. That's all just fun. Whoop, careful, watch where you're going. But yeah, it's all fun stuff, so go check it out. And I will see you on the next video.